सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। Kavita, unmute yourself. So everybody can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vaivasvataya
Vaivasvataya
Vrittave
Vrittave
Brahma Vidyacharya
Brahma Vidyacha Aryaya
Nachiketase cha
Nachiketase cha Atha.
So basically I'm reading the text that we covered last time. Okay. So if you can look at that text. Atha Kāṭhaka Vallīnām
Kāṭhaka Upanishad Vallinam
Sukhartha Prabodhanartham
Sukhartha Prabodhanartham
Alpa Grantha Vrittihi Arabhyate Tade dhatoho Visharana Gati Avasadanarthasya
Upanipurvasya
Quip Pratyantasya Rupam Upanishad iti Upanishad Shabdena Cha Vyachikhyasita Grantha Pratipadya Vedya Vastu Vishaya Vidya Uchyate Kena Punaha Arthayogena Upanishad Shabdena Vidya Uchyate Iti Uchyate Ye mumukshavaha Drishta anushravika Vishaya vitrishnaha Santaha Upanishad Shabdavachyam Vakshyamana Lakshanam Vidyam Upasadya Upagamya Tannishtataya Nischayena Shilayanti
कीलयन्ति
तेषाम् अविद्यादेहे
तेषाम् अविद्यादेः
संसारबीजस्य
तं संसारबीजस्य
विशरणात् हिंसनात्
विशरणात् हिंसनात्
विनाशनात्
विनाशनात्
इत्यनेन अर्थयोगेन
इत्यनेन अर्थयोगेन
विद्या उपनिषद इति उच्यते.
विद्या उपनिषदिति उच्यते.
Till there we had completed. तथा च
तथा च
वक्ष्यति
वक्ष्यति
विचाय्य
निचाय्य
तं मृत्युमुखात् प्रमुच्यते.
तं मृत्युमुखात् प्रमुच्यते.
इति. Yeah. So we started studying Shankara Bhashyam of Katha Upanishad. In particular, the last class we covered, last couple of classes, we covered some ground there. So we noticed that Shankaracharya begins his commentary. Right now, that this section of the commentary is called Upodghata Bhashyam. Upodghata Bhashyam means what? Introductory commentary. Introductory. This is an introduction. In fact, the Upanishad mantra we have not read yet. Therefore, it's called Upodghata Bhashyam. Generally, Shankaracharya, when he begins, he will give an introduction. He will say something that he wants to say about the text before actually getting into the text. So that's called Upodghata Bhashyam. So there we saw he started giving the meaning of the word Upanishad. We saw that he said Upanishad means Upani Purvasya, Upani Sader Dhatoho. So Upani Sad Quip. There are 4 segments to the word Upanishad. And Sad, he tells us from the Dhatu Kosha, he told us that Sader Dhatoho Visharana Gati Avasadanarthasya. He said there are 3 meanings to the word Sad Dhatu, and which is Visharana, which means destruction or removal or elimination. And Gati means transportation, movement towards, etc. Then Visharana. Visharana Gati Avasadana. Avasadana means weakening or loosening. These are the 3 meanings he said. Then he began giving the meaning of the word Upanishad. He split the word Upanishad, but now he has to tell us what is the meaning of the word. How do you put all this together? And then we saw that in that ye mumukshabaha drishtanushavika vishaya vitrishnaha, there he said, what did he say? Upa means upasadya, upagamya. That qualified person approaches, okay, upa. Then nischayena shilayanti, with a commitment, studies the Upanishad, okay, not a casual, hey, this looks cool, what is all this you are all studying about? No, not that kind of interest. Nischayena shilayanti, made a determination to study the Upanishad. That nischayena, okay, then what? Sad. And then which word of Sad, which meaning of Sad? Visharana. So he says Visharanath, Himsanath is equal to Vinashanath. And what does it do? What does it destroy? It destroys samsara bijasya vinashanath. It destroys the seed of samsara and therefore destroys samsara. And Upanishad, this Vidya which is taught in the Upanishad being so, having that capacity to destroy samsara, this Upanishad is called Brahma Vidya. Okay? This is what we covered in the last class, correct? Everybody okay with that? Yeah. I'm looking at all of you, okay? You're looking at me, but I'm looking at all of you, okay? I'm not looking at myself. Okay? So I'm expecting a response from you. All right, that's good. And then the last sentence of the paragraph, we have not covered. And then the question is asked, hey, Bhagavan Shankaracharya, how do you say all this? Are you cooking up this definition or what? No, Shankaracharya says, Tathacha Vakshyati. And so also Vakshyati will say, within brackets, this Upanishad, Kathopanishad is going to say, Vakshyati, Lrit Lakaraha, Bhavishyat Kalaha, okay, future tense, okay, Vakshyati, okay. What is it? The Upanishad say, Nichaya tam mrityu mukat pramuchyate. Okay. Okay. Nichaya, Nichaya, Avagamya, Nyatva. Knowing this vidya, tam, that mumukshu, that adhikari, that seeker, that person who is studying this, tam, mrityu mukhat pramuchyate. Pramuchyate. That person is released. Pramuchyate. Released from what? Mrityu mukhat. From the jaws of death. You know, they say jaws of death. You know, I don't know where this phrase came from. Jaws of death. We need to look into it. It may be, is it coming from Upanishad? We need to ask. We need to really, somebody should do that research. Mrityu mukhat pramuchyate. From the jaws of death. Who is saying this? This statement comes from, where is it? 1315. Yeah. So this is Yama himself is saying it. Hey, you will be free from me. That's what he's saying. Can you believe that? Somebody who studies this says, will be free from Yama. Will have no fear of Yama. Like that he says. Okay. So that is the pramana. Okay. Okay. Now, now we have completed the definition of Upanishad using the first meaning of the word sad dhatu. Correct? Three meanings are there for sad. Who tells there are three meanings? Shankaracharya says there are three meanings. Yeah, Shankaracharya says that, but he says it based on Dhatu Kosha. So it's not his invention. Okay. All right. Now we are going to read the next paragraph. Okay. Who I want to give a chance to some new folks. Seturamanji, go ahead and unmute yourself. We're going to read the next sentence. Okay. Purvokta Visheshanan.
Purvokta Visheshanan.
Mumukshun va.
Mukshutva. Mumukshutva.
Mumukshun va.
Mumukshun va.
Param Brahma.
Param Brahma.
Gamayati iti.
Gamayati iti.
Brahma Gamayitritvena.
Brahma Gamayitritvena.
Yogat.
Yogat.
Brahma Vidya Upanishad.
Brahma Vidya Upanishad.
Tatha cha vakshyati.
Tatha cha vakshyati.
Brahma Praptaha.
Brahma Praptaha.
Virajo Bhut Vimrityuhu.
Virajo Bhut Vimrityuhu.
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 Iti.
Iti.
Yeah. So now he is going to use the second meaning of the word sad. And if we ask what is the second meaning of the word sad, we should say gatihi. Correct? Visharana gati avasadanarthasya. You saw that. Okay. So gatihi. So somewhere you should see gati coming here. So Brahma Gamayitritvat Gamayati and all is coming. So he's going to use that word. So he's going to say Va. Look at that word Va there. Va. Va Param Brahma. That Va. Bring that Va forward, all the way to the forward beginning. And then Athava. Va means what? Athava. Alternatively, if you want a different meaning of the word Upanishad, let me give it to you. Athava. Okay. That Brahma Vidya, right? Is understood here. Brahma Vidya is understood, not mentioned in this line. Okay. That Brahma Vidya. What happens? Purvokta Visheshanan Mumukshun Param Brahma Gamayati. Param Brahma Gamayati. Gamayati means what? Takes somebody. Gachati means goes. Gamayati means what? Makes somebody go. Correct? Bhagavad Gita. Naiva kurvanna karayan, like that he says, one place. Okay. That jnani, despite doing all actions, naiva kurvan, still not doing, not making somebody do. The two things, right? I was telling the other day that in the Bhagavad Gita class, as kids, we used to have a lot of, we used to do a lot of mischief. And my brother and I used to argue and fight, and we used to have a lot of fun. And either I'll do mischief or I'll make my brother do mischief. And then mother is sleeping, afternoon nap. And so, and then something happens, I'll try to run away. He did it. He did. Okay, that's like that. Either you do it or you make somebody else do the mischief. So here it is somebody else making the person go. Gamayati. Gam dhatu mich pratyaha. Okay. Brahma gamayati. That vidya takes the person towards Brahma, Param Brahma, as it were. Okay. Takes whom? Takes which person? Purvokta Visheshan Mumukshun. Takes the Mumukshavaha. Remember, ye Mumukshavaha. Correct? You read that. Those Mumukshun. Mumukshavaha is Pratama Vibhakti. Mumukshun, Bahuvachanam. Dvitiya Vibhakti. Those Mumukshus, those seekers of moksha. And what kind of seekers of moksha? Purvokta Visheshanam. Hey, these Mumukshus which I have already described to you before. Okay, just now, just a couple of sentences before. Who are they? Ye mumukshavaha drishta anushravika vishaya vidrishnaha santaha. Those people who have grown out of desires for things in this world or any other world, you can bring them, discover new world discovered. Headlines. No, this fellow is not going to be very interested in that news. Other than perhaps, okay, what is this new world discovered they're talking? That's all. Okay. So, Purvokta, previously told, those qualities, those mumukshus with those qualities that I had told you before, such people, this Brahma Vidya will take towards Param Brahma, Brahma Gamayati, will transport, will carry that person. Correct? And then, look at this. Therefore, Brahma Gamayitritvena Yogat. And because of this connection with taking the person towards Param Brahma, okay, Brahma Gamayitritvena. That's a noun, abstract noun, Gamayitri. And so with that connection, because of that connection, Brahma Vidya Upanishad, within brackets, Uchyate, Iti Uchyate. Because of this connection, also Brahma Vidya, Upanishad is called Brahma Vidya, or Brahma Vidya is called Upanishad. Okay? Got it. Everybody's with me so far, correct? Yes. Yes. Okay. Pretty straightforward here. Second meaning of the word sad. Where do we see the second meaning of the word sad? I don't see it. No, I do see it. You can say within before Brahma Gamayatritvena, you can put within brackets Sader Dhatoho. Sader Dhatoho, you can say. Means that Sad Dhatus, Gamayatritvam is there, Gati is there. That Gati towards Brahma. Called Upanishad. And then Tathacha Vakshati. How do you say all these things? Yeah, there is a pramanam for that. I'm not simply saying it. There is a pramanam for that. And Tathacha Vakshati. Upanishad Vakshati. Okay, Upanishad is going to say that. Okay. What is he going to say? Upanishad is going to say. What is she going to say? Upanishad is Strilingam. Okay. Brahma Praptaha Virajaha Abhut Vimrityuhu. He's going to say that in mantra number 2-3-18. Okay. Second Adhyaya, third Valli, 18th mantra is going to say that. So that Brahma Praptaha Virajaha Vimrityuhu Abhut. Brahma Praptaha is the key word there. That person who studies all this will become a Brahma Praptaha, will become somebody who gained Brahma. We're going to understand what that means later. But that person gains Brahma. It's said here. Therefore, we can use the definition of the Gati definition of Sad and say, yeah, this Upanishad Vidya takes the person towards Brahma. And then Virajaha, Rajas. Rajas means, has many meanings. Here it means some kind of impurity, something that we don't want. And here that impurity, Anandagiri explains to us, Rajaha means Ajnana. Ajnana Rahitaha. Ajnana Rahita. Ajnanam, which causes all kinds of problems. And so that samsara bijaha, that is Virajaha. So one who is without that rajas, he becomes. Without that ajnanam, ajnana rahitaha, abhut. Abhut is lung lakaraha. And abhavat, became, becomes, became. And then also vimrityuhu. Vimrityuhu. Vigataha mrityuhu yasya saha. Mrityuhu, one who becomes free from death. Okay, one who becomes free from death. That is the literal meaning of vimrityuhu.
What is Viraja?
Virajaha. Virajaha. Not Raja. Virajaha. So Rajas. So free from Rajas, free from literal meaning, free from impurity. Here Gopala Yatindra tells us Virajaha means Ajnana Shunyaha, he says. Means free from Ajnanam. Ajnanam and Ajnanam caused problems. It's Virajaha.
Whether the Viraja Homam is also connected to this?
It depends on the Yajamana. If the Yajamana wants moksha, then yeah, Viraja Homa is meant for it. But yeah, Viraja Homa, sannyasis do Viraja Homa, correct? Therefore, sannyasis do it. Why? Because this is the last Homa they do. Sannyasa. So, good point. Our Ramuji is telling us. Last Homa, all night they will sit and do this Homa and chant Gayatri. Last Agni Kriya done by a human being before taking sannyasa is called Viraja Homa. And so, very interesting name, right? Viraja Homa. That person
is it Viraja or Viraja? I thought it was Viraja.
Virajaha Homaha. We hear all these things. Yeah, the hearing we extend, we keep extending things. So Viraja Homa. So Virajaha Homaha. And we need to look into that Viraja, whether Strilingam is possible there, we need to see. See, Homaha is, all you have to do is look at the dictionary. If Homaha is masculine, then you have to say Virajaha Homa. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, two meanings are over. Third meaning. Okay. Let us read that. Yeah, Haraprasad, go ahead. Unmute yourself. Lokadihi.
Lokadihi.
Brahma Jagnaha.
Brahma Jagnaha.
Yaha Agnihi.
Yaha Agnihi.
Tad Vishayayaha Vidyayaha.
Tad Vishayaya Vidyaya.
Dvitiyena Varena.
Dvitiyena Varena.
Prarthyamanayaha.
Prarthyamanayaha.
Swargaloka.
Swargaloka.
Phala Prapti Hetutvena.
Phala Prapti Hetutvena.
Garbhavasa Janma Jaradi.
Garbha Vasa Janma Jaradi.
Upadrava Vrindasya.
Upadrava Vrindasya.
Lokantare Paunaf Punyena.
Lokantare Paunaf Punyena.
Pravrittasya.
Pravrittasya.
Avasada Yitritvena.
Avasada Yitritvena.
Shaitilya Padena.
Shaitilya Padanena.
Dhatvartha
Dhatvartha
Yogat
Yogat
Agni Vidya Api
Agni Vidya Api
Upanishad iti uchyate
Upanishad iti uchyate
tatha cha vakshyati
Tata cha Vakshati
Vargalokaha
Swargalokaha
Amritatvam bhajante
Amrutatvam Bhajante
Yadi.
Ityadi.
So, third meaning of Sat. What is the third meaning of Sat? Visharana Gati Avasadanam. Destruction or removal, movement or transportation. Avasadanam is weakening or loosening. So he's going to refer to that weakening aspect of Sad. And so he's saying this is another definition of the word Upanishad. Okay. And he's going to say weakening of samsara. Previously he said removal of samsara, correct? Visharana is destruction, removal, complete removal of samsara. Now he is going to say weakening of samsara. Okay. It's a different topic because Brahma Vidya removes samsara. We don't say Brahma Vidya weakens samsara. Okay. Brahma Vidya removes ajnanam. Ajnanam gone, samsara gone. Okay. Correct. And so, but here weakening. It's a different topic. And why weakening, he says? Because Nachiketa, he asked for Brahma Vidya in the third boon. 3 boons he's going to ask. We're going to see that. And of the 3, the second boon he's asking, he's going to ask, he says, you know, back down there means what? Bhuloke, because he's in Yamaloka, right? Yamaloka is up there probably. You know, we don't say Yamaloka is down below. Up there, he's way up there. So down there, people want to go to heaven. Swargalokam bhajante. And so, how can they do that? Tell me how they can go to heaven. Tell me the method. That means this man knows. Because the first Varai is already asked. And indirectly, he's been told you are going to go back to earth. Okay. The first human being ever to go to Yama and come back to earth must be Nachiketa, correct? So, that Nachiketa, he's asking that question. Swarga Lokam, how can people go to Swarga? Okay. And going to Swarga is not removal of samsara. It is just postponement of, it is just a long, great vacation to Hawaii or wherever you want to. Our vacations are not long, but this vacation is going to be very long. Okay. That is the only difference. And so I don't think anybody has told me it. I've gone for a 1 year long vacation. Okay. It's very rare you hear some statement like that. Okay. So here he's going to use that definition. So that what kind of moksha that is? That is going to be apekshika moksha. Going to Swarga is apekshika moksha. Relative moksha. Relatively. Compared to all the other things we go through, this is quite, it's a good deal, you know, they say, good deal. So that kind of apekshika moksha. Correct? So that's the topic he's going to use that as the context here. Okay.
Guruji, it is apekshitam or apekshika?
Apekshika. Apekshika. K-A. Okay. Apekshika moksha. Okay. And there, the idea there is Yamadharma Raja is going to teach Nachiketa a particular Agni Vidya. Agni, Homa, Nachiketa Agni. It's going to be called Nachiketa Agni. That Agni, Homa, is what he's going to refer to. And when somebody does that particular Homa and does Upasanam also, then that person goes to Swargalok. Okay? That whole thing is called Agni Vidya. Agni Vidya. Agni Vidya means that knowledge of the fire ritual that is going to that Yama is going to say, that Agni Vidya. Okay. So now let's look at this. Now we need to put some numbers on this. Okay. So Lokadihi. Yeah, put a number 7 before Lokadihi. 7. S-E-V-E-N 7. The number 7. Then Yaha Agnihi 6. Lokadihi Brahmajagnaha. Then 6. Yaha Agnihi. Then 8. Number 8. Tad Vishaya Yaha. Vidya Yaha. Dvitiyena Varena Prarthyamana Yaha. That's number 8. Okay. Then followed by that number 5. Swarga Loka Phalaprapti Hetutvena. Okay. Following that number 3. Garbhavasa, etc. Then number 2. Paun of Punyena. Pravrittasya Avasada Yitritvena Shaitilya Padanena. Then number 4. Dhatvartha Yogat. Then number 1. Agni Vidya Api Upanishad Iti Uchyate. So the number should be in this order: 7, 6, 8, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1. Everybody is with me, correct?
No. Would you please go through once again, please?
It was not clear.
This time slowly.
Okay. All right. So Lokadihi, are we there yet or not? Okay, Lokadihi. Good. So before Lokadihi, start with the number 7. Within brackets, you can put 7. Then Lokadihi Brahmajagnaha, number 6, Yo Agnihi. Then number 8, Tad Vishayayaha Vidyayaha Dvitiyena Varena Prarthyamana Yaha. Then number 5, Swargaloka Phalaprapti Hetutvena. Haraprasadji, are you with me? Rameshji is also with me. Okay, good. Then number 3, Garbhavasa Janma Jaradi Upadrava Brindasya Lokantare. Okay. Then number 2, Paun of Punyena Pravrittasya. We're just following, just same series of words. There's no need to search for words there. Paun of Punyena Pravrittasya. That is number 2, right? Avasada Yitritvena Shaitilya Padanena. Then number 4. Number 4, followed by Dhatu Arthasya Yogat. That would be number 4. And then followed by number 1. Agni Vidya Api Upanishad Iti Uchyate.
Where does the first one start?
First one starts with the word Lokadihi, which we have numbered 7.
Number 1.
7. Oh, where does number 1 start? The last segment is number 1. Agni Vidya Api Upanishad Iti Uchyate. Can I proceed? I need
Yes,
some.
I'm over there. I'm over there.
Okay, all right. Okay. So since this is very long, what we are going to do is start with number 5. Start with number 5. Okay, look at number 5. Number 5 is what? Swarga Loka Phala Prapti Hetutvena. Okay. So we're dividing this into 2 sentences. Well, first sentence stops with this Swarga Loka Phala Prapti Hetutvena. Number 5. Okay. Okay. So in this meaning, what I'm going to tell you is the Hetu, that Brahma Vidya, that Agni Vidya is a Hetu. Hetu means what? Cause. Cause for what? Phala Prapti. The gain of a result. The gain of a result. And what kind of result? Swargaloka Phala Prapti. This Agni Vidya is going to result in Swarga Prapti. In that person going to Swarga. Okay. That is very obvious here. Then what is going to be the cause? Well, number 6, Yaha Agnihi. Yaha Agnihi. That Agni means that Agni Vidya that the Upanishad is going to tell us later, right? Yaha Agnihi. And then number 7, Lokadihi Brahma Jagnaha. He's giving some adjectives to Agni. These two are referring to Agni. And he's saying that Agni, and that Agni means what? That famous Agni. Don't you know that Agni? That is Lokadihi. Lokanam Adihi. That which was born even before all the Lokas came into being. Okay? Agni. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu vayoragnihi. Agni. Agni is pratyaksham. Akasha is not pratyaksham, not visible to our eyes. Vayuhu, not visible to our eyes. Agnihi, yes, visible to the eyes. Therefore, we say Agni Sakshi. Nobody says Vayu Sakshi. Nobody says Akasha Sakshi. They only say Agni Sakshi. Correct? Why? Because Agni is visible to our eyes. Therefore, marriage was conducted.
Why not Jala Sakshi?
Yeah, you can say Jala Sakshi. And then tell me what our Pandits tell you. And they will say, I want to hear their response to that. But Agni Sakshi, because Agni is greater than Apa. Agni Rapaha. Agni is...
Because Agni is even earlier, right? So
yeah, earlier. And so you can't, you have to give some respect to Agni before acknowledging Apaha, water. Okay?
Agni is the first element visible to the eyes.
Yeah, Agni is Pratyaksham. Okay, then Lokadihi. So Agni is called Lokadihi. Before all Lokas, Agni came. Then Brahma Jagnaha. Brahma Jagnaha. Brahmaja. Brahmaja. Born of Brahma. Born of Brahma. Brahma here refers to not Nilganam Brahma, refers to Hiranya Garbha. Hiranya Garbha. Technical words. We will understand these words better as we study Vedanta. But Hiranya Garbha, you can write down Samashti Sukshma Shariram. Samashti Sukshma Shariram. What I'm going to do is this. I will tell you, I'll give you some names of 2 or 3 people in this class whom you can call for clarification. You can call me also, but there are others, there are some people who can help you with this also. So periodically when you have a doubt and you have to call and talk to somebody, you can call those people also. Okay. So I will do, because sometimes, there are some words which may require extra clarification and all that, which I may forget to do, or I may take it for granted also, because there are students who know all these things and there are a few who may not know. Okay. So what is Hiranya Garbha? Samashti Sukshma Sharira. What is Sukshma Sharira? Well, it's the subtle body. So the senses and the mind, etc., are called subtle, pranaha, etc. So that's Sukshma Sharira. Samashti means what? The collective Sukshma Sharira, not an individual Sukshma Sharira. That is called Vyashti, Samashti. Collective. Collect all the Sukshma Shariras together. That entity is called Hiranya Garbha. So this Agni is born of Hiranya Garbha. That is what he says. Okay. And that is Brahmaja. Brahmajagyaha. Jnaha means one who knows. That Brahmaja, Hiranya Garbha, knows everything. Knows everything. Agni is knowledgeable. There is a story where Agni produces the Vedas. If Agni can produce the Vedas, that means what? Agni is knowledgeable. Only a knowledgeable person can produce the Vedas. And therefore, Brahma Jagnaha. And in Kāṭhaka Upanishad, Agni is referred to as Jata Vedaha. Jata Vedaha. The one from whom the Vedas are born. Like that it says. So, here, Agni is referred to as Brahma Jagnaha, the one who is born of Hiranya Garbha and one who is all-knowing. Brahmajaha, Jnaha cha asau, Brahma Jagnaha. Lokadihi, and who is born, who came before all the Lokas came into being. Okay, that leaves us number 8. Number 8 is Tad Vishayayaha Vidyayaha. Okay, so this Agni, where did you pull this Agni from suddenly? Well, I didn't pull it up just like that. Hey, second boon, Dvitiyena Varena Prathyamana Yaha, Nachiketa, It was requested by Nachiketa, not given here. Nachiketa sa, you can add if you want. Nachiketa sa dvitiyena varena prathyamanayaha, requested by Nachiketa in the form of the second boon, dvitiyena varena. And what is the topic of that? Tad vishayaha vidyayaha. That knowledge whose topic is Agni, because Yama is going to tell how to do this Homa, Agni Karyam. Therefore, that topic, Agni is the topic of that knowledge, Vidyayaha, which appears in the second boon, which we will see, Prathyamanayaha Nachiketa sa. Okay, that is Agni. Okay, that Agni. And we saw 5. Swargaloka Phalaprapti Hetutve. That Agni Vidya is a cause for going to heaven, gaining heaven. That is the summary of these 4 segments. Okay, Agni being the cause of going to heaven. Everybody is with me, correct? Okay, good. Now we are going to go to the second sentence, which is 3, 2, 4, 1. We're going to start with 1. Okay. 1 is what? Agni Vidya api Upanishad iti uchyate. Now Agni Vidya you know, because that we just did 5, 6, 7, 8. So there where Agni Vidya was described. So that Agni Vidya, sa Agni Vidya, that Agni Vidya, okay, api also Upanishad iti uchyate, is also called Upanishad. That Agni Vidya is also called Upanishad. Okay, how do you say that? Let's go to number 2. Okay, Paunaf punyena pravrittasya avasada yutritvena. Avasada yutritvena. Now he brings in the third meaning of the word of the dhatu sad. Avasada yutritvena. Avasada yutritvena. Because it has the capacity of avasadanam. And what is that? Loosening, weakening. Because it has, Agni Vidya has the capacity of weakening. And what does it weaken, by the way? Paunaf punyena pravrittasya samsarasya. Paunaf punyena pravrittasya. Pravrittasya, that which keeps on happening again and again. Paunaf punyena. This samsara never ends, keeps happening all the time. So, Paunaf punyena pravrittasya samsarasya, within brackets you can say samsarasya, loosening. How do you know? Avasada yutritvena is equal to Shaitilya padanena. He's telling Shitili karanam, right? Hindi mein bolte hain Shitili. Means loosening, I think it means, right? Weakening. Yeah, Surendraji is nodding his head. So, correct, Shitili. The noun form of that is Shaitilya padanena. Apadanam, by the gaining of loosening. This is a Sanskrit way of saying all these things. So because of the loosening of this samsara, which is, okay, paun of punyena pravrittasya, that keeps coming again and again. And what keeps coming and again? I said samsara, but he's going to say that in number 3, he's going to say Garbha, Vasa, Janma, Jaradi, Upadrava, Vrindasya, Lokantare. That keeps happening again and again. What keeps happening? Garbha Vasa. Okay, that fetus, jiva, first gains Garbhavasa, womb, appears in the womb. Okay, the time of residence in the Garbha, in the womb of the mother. Okay, and then Janma, after that, birth. Then Jaradi. From Janma, he jumps to Jara, old age. And then Adi, he says, oh, if you think old age is too late, then there is all these other problems are there. Sukha, Dukkha, Vyadihi, disease. All that is the meaning of Adihi, Adi, Jara, Adi, etc. Okay. And what are these things? These are Upadrava Vrindaha. Vrindaha means group, a samuha, multitude of Upadravas. These are all multitudes of problems. These are the problems all human beings face. They complain about this one. We may complain about you and me, other people and all. Finally, it boils down to us only. We have the problem. Okay. Therefore, Upadrava Vrindasya. that multitude of problems such as Garbhavasa, Janma, Jara, Sukham, Dukkham, etc. Sukham we don't complain about. Okay, Dukkham. Nobody says, Guruji, you know, of late I've been very happy. Nobody says that. Of late I've been very happy. Like sometimes the doctor may ask, how are you feeling? Yeah, I think it's been working. Your medicine is working. Okay. What happened? What medicine are you talking about? You know that ear drops you gave me? It says there, keep the lid tightly closed and keep it away from sunlight and away from children. I've been following that instruction very, very well. So I keep it in the corner. And you know what? My ear problem is gone away. Just a joke. So here, this kind of group of problems, multitude of problems, where lokantare. Lokantare means another world. Loke means in this world. Ihaloke. Lokantare means another world. Another world means what? All other worlds. We have been to all other worlds. Without knowing, we have been to all worlds. And lokantare means repeatedly in this world and that world and so on and so forth. Okay. Okay, that kind of samsara. Then look at number 3 we just did. And then what? Number 4. Dhatu Artha Yogat. Dhatu Artha Yogat. Now he's telling, don't lose track. He's saying Sad, there is a dhatu. And then one of the meanings of Sad dhatu is Avasada Yitru, Avasadanam. And therefore, because this Agni Vidya weakens that samsara by sending the person to Swarga, Dhatu Artha Yogat, Agni Vidya Upanishad iti uchyate. Correct? Ammaya, you know, they say Ammaya. You know, this is very interesting. Each culture, each language, they have a particular way of sighing, you know. Amma, Ammaya, Appaya, Abada, something they use. This is a very cultural thing, local thing, very local it is. And you move 10, 50 kilometers, they'll have a different language, different way of it. Shiva Shiva, something they will say all this. So, final summary of all this sentence. What is the final summary? Agni Vidya, okay, you can do this, okay? You can underline the following words, okay? Number 5, Swarga Loka Phala Prapti Hetutvena. Okay, you can underline or bold or put it in quotes, okay? Then number 2, Paunaf Punyena Pravrittasya Avasada Yutritvena. Just underline those. And then in number 4, Agni Vidya Upanishad iti uchyate. If you underline these things and read those things alone, you will get the gist of this big sentence. And what is the gist? Gist is Agni Vidya is called Upanishad because it weakens Avasada Yutritvena. It weakens the Swarga. It weakens Paunaf Punyena Pravrittasya. Again, repeatedly appearing, happening again and again. What is that? That is samsara within brackets. And how does it weaken? Agni Vidya weaken? Because Swarga Loka Phala Prapti Hetutvena. Because that Agni Vidya sends the person to Swarga. Correct? Yes or no? You can't say no to Shankara. You can say no to me, but not to Shankaracharya. Okay.
Guruji?
Yeah.
Paunaf Punyena, that is from Punaf Punaha iti. That is what?
Punaf Punaha. Correct. Paunaf Punyena. Punaf Punaha. So I think it is Shanj Pratyaya. And that converts that to Paunaf Punyena. Punaf Punaha is
Bhavaha. Punasya Bhavaha.
Shanj. I think the Pratyaya is Shanj. Let me know what the Pratyaya is. Okay. Shanj. I think so. I'm guessing it is Shanj.
Guruji, I have one doubt here. It says those who gain Swargaloka, they get Amritattva. So how can it be Amritattva, which is a temporary vacation and comes back, right? Like how can it be Amritattva?
So we have not come there yet. You have jumped forward, right?
Okay.
Okay. Tatha cha vakshati. So the question is, hey Shankara, I'm very happy you told me this third meaning, but tell me a little more. How did you get this meaning? Means on what basis are you saying this? Then he says, Tatha cha vakshati. So also, and so also, the Upanishad Bhakshati. Upanishad is going to say, she is going to tell us. What is she going to say? Swarga lokaha amritatvam bhajante. Amritatvam bhajante. They enjoy amritatvam. Who enjoy amritatvam? Swarga lokaha. Swarga lokaha does not refer to heaven. Swarga lokaha. It refers to people who are in heaven. Okay. Swarga loke ye santi te swargalokaha. Okay. Swargalokaha amritatvam.
Swargaha lokaha yesham te.
Swargaha. Swargaha lokaha yesham. Okay, that is fine. Bahurihi. Swargaha lokaha yesham te will be okay. Or swarge loke yesham also. I need to look at that. But for now, that is Swargaha Lokaha Yesham. So they are called Swargaloka. Those people are called Swargalokaha. And Amritatvam Bhajante. Amritatvam is a popular word that is used for moksha. Amritatvam, immortality. Mritam, Mritatvam, death, mortality. Amritatvam, immortality. And so, how can this going to Swarga be called immortality? Well, most people think it is immortality. And so, it is called Apekshika Amritatvam. Apekshika Moksha. Same word I'm using here again. Apekshika means relatively free. Relatively free. It is like the guy who goes from India to America. He wants to be free from India, all the pollution problems in India. He is relatively free. Pollution is not there. Correct. That's a correct statement. But then once he gets into credit card debt, that's when he realizes, oh my God, you know. And so it's a different set of problems. Okay. Anyway, so Tatha, we finished that. Okay. Now, what time is it? Yeah, we've got a few more minutes. Now let's read the next one. Okay. Who is any new students in Katha Upanishad who have not had a chance to read? Rabi ji, have you had a chance?
No, I can read. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead then. Let's do that. All right. Nanucha Upanishad Shabdena
Upanishad Shabdena
Adhyetaraha Granthamapi Abhilapanti. There may be a spelling mistake in some books. It says Abhilashanti. You have to change it to Abhilapanti. Upanishadam Adhimahe Adhyapayamaha Iti cha Evam Naishaha Doshaha Avidyadi Samsara hetu Visharana deha Sadidhatvarthasya Granthamatre Asambhavat Vidyayam cha Sambhavat Granthasya api Tadarthyena Tatshabdattvopapattehe
tat shabdat vopapatteta.
Tat shabdatva. Repeating, we are repeating. Tat shabdatva.
Tat shabdatva.
Upapattehe.
Upapatteha.
Ayurvai ghritam ityadivat.
Ayurvam ghritam ityadivat.
Tasmat.
Tasmat.
Tasmat vidyayam.
Vidyayam.
Mukhya vritya.
Mukhya vritya.
Upanishad shabdaha.
Upanishad shabdaha.
Vartate.
Vartate.
Granthetu.
Granthetu.
Bhaktya iti.
Bhaktya iti.
Right. Okay. So, nano, that is the word here. Nano. The minute we see the word nano in our Shastra, it means, nano means, I have an objection. Somebody is coming and says, wait a minute, I don't fully agree with what you're saying. You need to listen to me. I have an objection. Nano means objection. There is an objection. Okay. So Shankaracharya is raising an objection as though this is a simulated debate. Okay. Objection. This is not so much of a debate here, but he's saying something. This is what he's going to say. And let me explain this to you first. Okay. He's saying, look, this book is there. What is this? This is Kathopanishad. Oh, this is Kathopanishad. Okay. Kathopanishad. So this book, if I have, that means you have Brahma Vidya. Kathopanishad is Brahma Vidya, correct? Yes. That means this book is there. Therefore, this book is Brahma Vidya. Therefore, if somebody asks you, do you have Kathopanishad with you? Yes. This is Kathopanishad. Okay. Therefore, having this book, are you referring to this book, which is a hard copy, which has a lot of words and sentences? Is this Upanishad? Or are you saying the knowledge that happens by reading this book, that is Brahma Vidya? That is what he's going to ask. Okay? Look at the way they are analyzing this, correct? They're just thought through this. Huh? So there is a bhashyam here. Okay. So let's look at this. Okay. Nanucha Upanishad Shabdena Adhyetaraha Grantam Api Abhilapanti. Hey, there is an objection. But then, you know what? You know this Adhyetaraha, these people who chant the Vedas, Adhyetaraha, and what do they do? They say they are referring to this book as Upanishad. They don't know the meaning of the words in the Upanishad, okay? They are chanting. They are all doing Parayanam of the Upanishad. Parayan karte hain they. And so, Adhyetaraha, Grantham api, even this text, this Grantha, this text itself, they are referring to that as Upanishad. Upanishad Shabdena. Grantham api Abhilapanti. They consider, Abhilapanti means consider. They consider this book to be Upanishad. You are telling me Brahma Vidya is Upanishad. I need some clarification. Correct? Yeah, it's a fair question to ask. Good question also, I think. And so, and he's continuing. He's saying, Upanishadam adhimahe adhyapayamaha iti cha. They say, why do? Because they do say, hey, we are studying Upanishad. Upanishadam adhimahe. We are studying Upanishad. Means what? We are studying to chant Upanishad, correct? We are studying to chant Upanishad. And then Adhyapayamaha. And we are teaching it also to others. Studying it and we are teaching it both. And so I need some clarification on that. Okay. And then Shankara is responding. He's going to say, Evam Naisha Doshaha. Evam Naisha Dosha. The way you are saying Evam, it is not a defect. Naisha Dosha. Means it's not a defect. Means what? That what you just said, which is this book itself is called Upanishad, is also a correct statement. It's not a wrong statement. That also can be called Brahma Vidya. And let me explain that to you. Okay, that's what he's saying. Okay, Naisha Dosha, Na Esha Dosha. Okay, now look at that. We're going to put some numbers. Okay, number 2, Avidyadi Samsara Hetu Visharana Dehi. That is number 2, right? Everybody's with me. Number 2. 2, you have put the brackets within brackets 2, correct?
Can you repeat, please?
Avidyadi Samsara Hetu Visharana Dehi. You're watching the text, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Avidyadi, that starts with number 2. That segment is number 2. The next segment is number 1. Sadi Dhatvartasya is number 1. Next, Granthamatre Asambhavat, number 3. Next, Vidyayam Cha Sambhavat, number 4. Okay. So it's almost 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But then that one, let's look at it. Sadi Dhatvartasya. You know this Dhatu, Sad, which is referred to here as Sadi, that Sad Dhatu, and that Arthasya, of that meaning of Sad Dhatu. And what meaning? Number 2, Avidyadi Samsara Hetu Visharanadehi. Okay. That the Visharanam, the destruction, Visharanam is destruction, he's going to the first meaning, right? Visharana is destruction. Visharana Gati Avasadanarthasya, right? Visharana, destruction. And this Upanishad being the Hetu, cause of the destruction of samsara, which is characterized by avidyadi. Let me repeat that. This Upanishad, which is the cause Hetu of the destruction, Visharanadi. Visharanam, let's say. And then of samsara, destruction of what? Samsara. Samsara, which is characterized by avidya, which is caused by avidya. Okay. Avidya, kama, karma, ityadi. Okay. That Brahma Vidya, which is understood in this manner, Grantha Matre Asambhavat. If you look at purely the text, the group of sentences, group of words which form this hard copy text or soft copy text, Grantha Matre Asambhavat. Not possible. That samsara nivritti, gaining of knowledge, is not possible simply by holding the book in my hand. That is why simply holding the book and stacking all the books in the book, the showcase. You know, it's called a showcase. It should not be a showcase, because if it is a showcase, then all I will do is buy books to show everybody. Oh, all these books. How many of them have you read? If you ask, yeah, after retirement, I'm planning to read them. Okay, that's all the answers. No, that will not work. That won't work. Asambhavat, Grantha Matre, Asambhavat, impossibility of that samsara hetu visharanam, not possible. Okay. And then Vidyayam cha Sambhavat. But Vidyayam, the knowledge, if the knowledge takes place, then of course, that whatever is said, samsara visharanam can happen. Okay. So even though this is what I said is true, even though simply holding the book in the hand will not make a difference in one's life, still look at the next one. Granthasya api tadarthyena tat shabdatva upapattehe. Still, Granthasya api tadarthyena. Still, Granthasya, this book that I'm holding in my hand, this book tadarthyena eva asti. Means what? It is meant for moksha. It is meant for ajnana nivritti. It is meant for samsara nivritti. It is meant for that vidya. So since this text also is meant for that same vidya, tat shabdatva upapattehe. You can justifiably call this book also as Brahma Vidya. Not just the knowledge. Yeah, the knowledge of course is Brahma Vidya, but this book also can be called Brahma Vidya. The unread book, correct? Unread book is also called. You can call it. It's all right. Nothing wrong. Technically not correct, but because the book is meant for studying, we expect you to buy the book and study the book, not keep the book for antique value. You know, keep it for many years and then sell the book again because now it is out of print. You know. Thankfully, we have all these PDF files. Otherwise, out of print means what? They will charge us too much money. Some people are very good at doing this business. Okay. So Shankara says, no, I don't think we are in that business. Therefore, you can call this book also as Upanishad. Okay. And I'm going to give you an example. Ayurvai Ghritam iti ityadivate. Example. Hey, the Taittiriya Samhita says Ayurvai Ghritam. You know, Ghritam means ghee. Ghee means clarified butter. And ghee is a very important part of the life of an Indian. And in rituals, it's important. You must have ghee in homas and all that. And in food also, Ayurveda, the doctors will scream at you if you say, no, cholesterol, ghee. Or if you say, use this Ayurveda doctor said, why are you coming and talking to me? You want to listen to me or should I listen to you? This is the question. No, doctor, ghee and all, you know, we are very advanced people. We don't take ghee. So if you don't take ghee, you don't go to an Ayurvedic doctor. It's an insult to the doctor. Okay. So here the Upanishad, the Taittiriya Samhita says, Ayurvai Ghritam, ghee itself is longevity. Indeed, ghee is longevity, long life. Ayuhu. How can ghee be long life? Ghee can't be long life. Consumed ghee only is long life. Ghee is not long life. A lot of ghee is there in the stores. You think the storekeeper has a long life or what? No. No way. Therefore, Ayurvai Ghritam. And they say that just like that. Just like ghee is really not long life, but consumed ghee is long life. But still you can say ghee is meant for that purpose. Therefore, Ayurvai Ghritam is giving that example. So you finished the dinner, you all went to a restaurant and they all finished, you came out and then you look at your friend and say, full? Full? Full means what? No, did you stuff your stomach properly? Did you pack your stomach? No, full means what? Did you enjoy your food? Happy? Are you contented with this restaurant? You know, I told you I'm going to take you to a new restaurant. Did you like the restaurant? That is what you mean. Full? Happy? Are you happy? That is the meaning. So, like that, what are the two things? One is literal meaning, vachyarthaha. Another, you are talking about vachyarthaha. I am talking about lakshyarthaha, implied meaning. Full doesn't mean just packed it up with no space to breathe. No, not that kind of full. Full means very happy. Did you eat properly? That is the meaning of full. Like that here also. Here also you have to take the lakshyarthaha. Therefore, I'll take the lakshyartha of what you said. And so, just because you have a book, I'll say, yeah, this is Brahma Vidya. Lakshyartha. Vachyartha, not Brahma Vidya. Lakshyartha, Brahma Vidya. Correct? Everybody is with me so far, correct?
What is Lakshyartha again? Can you please repeat that?
Implied meaning. Implied meaning. What is implied? You have to go read between the words, you know, they say. Read between the words. Read between the lines.
So Vachyartha is literal meaning, right?
Correct. Vachyartha, literal meaning of the words. Lakshyartha, something more is understood by the words. Okay.
What is Upapattehe, Jayakumarji? Upapattehe. Upapattehe at the end of the last sentence.
Justify. Upapattihi. Tenable, possible. Upapattehe. Panchami vibhakti, upapatti, upapatti.
What is the meaning of upapatti, is that?
Tenable, possible, justifiable, reasonable, reasoned out. It can be reasoned out. The word here is tenable, T-E-N-A-B-L-E. Look that up in the dictionary. Tenable, that's a nice word. We use that word quite often. Tenable means it's possible. It can be reasoned out. The rationale. There is a rationale for it. Huh?
The previous sentence, is it adhimahe or adhimahe?
This is adhimahe.
Oh.
Adhimahe. Upanishadam adhimahe. Okay. All right. And so the conclusion line is there. Wait a minute. Ayurvai Gritam Ityadivat. Like this, we can give many examples. You also can tell us some examples. Tasmat avidyayam mukhyaya vritya Upanishad shabdaha vartate granthe tu bhaktya iti. Mukhyaya vritya. Mukhyaya vritya means the primary meaning of Upanishad is Brahma Vidya. Secondary meaning, Bhaktya. Secondary meaning is your textbook, your Grantaha. Upanishad can mean the textbook itself. Okay. So, Tasmat Vidyayam Mukhyaya Vrittihi. When it comes to knowledge, that is the main meaning of the word Upanishad. Knowledge, Vidyayam. Brahma Vidya is the main meaning. Mukhyaya Vritya. And then Upanishad Shabdaha Vartate Granthe tu Bhaktya. If you simply say Upanishad is equal to textbook, yeah, we can accept that as a secondary meaning. Secondary meaning. So Shankaracharya is saying, okay, we'll accept that hard copy text also is called Upanishad. Bhaktya. Bhakti. This is not our bhakti to Rama and Krishna. Okay, not that bhakti. That Rama Krishna bhakti is bhaj dhatu, bhaj sevaya, and this one is bhanj dhatu. In the 7th gana it comes. Bhaj dhatu comes in 1st gana. This is bhanj dhatu. Bhanj means to split, to break. There bhaj sevaya, in the sense of aradhana, in the sense of helping, in the sense of that sense. Okay, here splitting. So bhaktya means what? It's a meaning that moves away from the mainstream meaning, the primary meaning. Therefore, it is secondary meaning. Bhaktya. Look at the language. How it is, huh? Very interesting.
So, Pustakastha has to become Mastakastha.
Okay. Pustakastha Vidya must be Mastakastha Vidya. Hema Shankar is telling us that. So,
Shlokam is there, no? Pustakastha Vidya Parahastagatam Dhanam Karyakale Samutpanne Nasa Vidya Natadhanam. Subhashtam.
No, Subhashitam is there, but to tell that Subhashitam once again.
Pustakastha Ya Vidya Parahastagatam Dhanam Karyakale Samutpanne Nasa Vidya Natadhanam.
Okay, right. So talking about knowledge and dhanam. Parahastam dhanam. If the Pustakastha Vidya, the Vidya that is there in the book is of no use to us. Just like the money that is there in somebody else's hands is no good to us. That is what they say. So that is that. So it's good. So from next class onwards we will conclude this Upodghata Bhashyam. What Bhashyam? Upodghata Bhashyam. Upodghata. Okay. Bhashyam. And then we will hopefully enter the Prathamodhyayaha, 1st chapter. So what did we do so far? We have finished the 3 meanings of the word Upanishad. First meaning is destruction of samsara. Is using the first meaning of the dhatu sad called Visharana. And then second meaning Gati, movement. And because the Vidya makes us move towards Brahma as it were, then also Vidya, Upanishad can be called Brahma Vidya. And the third meaning, Visharana, is an apekshika moksha, not the moksha that is
absolute moksha. Relative.
Huh?
Not absolute moksha, relative moksha.
Not jnanena moksha. This is Vidyaya Swarga Gati, Swarga Prapta Hetutvena. Because this ritual, Homa, Agnikaryam takes one to Swarga. Therefore also that Vidya, that Saguna Vidya can be called as Brahma Vidya. Because not Nirguna Brahma Vidya, this will become Saguna Brahma Vidya. There it is Nirgunam Brahma, here it is Sagunam Brahma. Either way, it's called Brahma Vidya. Like that, Shankara helping us. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Normally our